Hey everyone, my name is Sateria Brown. I'm with the Dayton Foundation, and today we're looking to shine a light on a supporting organization within the Dayton Foundation, the Disability Foundation. So today I have with me Gregory Darling, Executive Director for the Disability Foundation, and then I also have with me Brittany O'Dime, who's Board Chair for the Disability Foundation. Thank you guys both for being here. So one of the things that I found interesting when I was looking into doing this interview was the fact that families who have children with disabilities or individuals with disabilities in general, if they are included into that family's will, they have they stand a chance of losing those benefits. Can we explain that issue a little bit more, why that's important, and then how the Disability Foundation kind of helps with that?
So as a default under Ohio law, if I am named as the beneficiary of somebody's estate, or if my loved one doesn't have a will or a trust or any kind of estate plan, and I inherit from their estate by default just because I'm a close relative, and I'm receiving that inheritance outright, if I'm on Medicaid or SSI or any other needs-based benefit, the receipt of that inheritance will actually kick me off of that benefit because now I'm going to have money that puts me over the eligibility limits.
Oh my gosh.
And so that's the default. And oftentimes when families are setting up their estate plan and trying to figure out who they want to benefit, they truly want to benefit that person and not burden them. So, you know, when you're sticking with the defaults, when you have loved ones with special needs, it's really difficult to wrap your head around how you want that to work for them. And there's a lot of different ways to do it, but the Disability Foundation really offers one of the most robust and one of the most simple ways to structure something so that you are able to indeed provide for that loved one with disabilities in a manner that's going to truly be protected and benefit them, rather than kicking them off of these other public benefits that they really very greatly need in order to sustain what they need for life.
Absolutely.
And I would add to that, expand upon what Brittany was saying, it is one of the most simple ways to do it too.
Certainly.
Families, when they call, sometimes they're worried about what it's going to take to do this. And with the pooled trust, we have a standard master trust agreement. They sign a form that identifies them and maybe their wishes at the end, but it's very simple. It's very simple. It can be put in place very quickly.
Yeah.
And we as the distribution trustee will lead them through it, and also we're here then to help them if they get questions from Social Security or other
We
people
advocate
administered.
for our beneficiaries, which is probably one of the biggest benefits. You know, as an estate planning attorney, I create all kinds of wild estate plans for clients all the time, and certainly where that's within their goals, you know, it's neat the structures that we can come up with. But oftentimes when a family has, you know, a loved one with disabilities, simple is what they need, and they need that oversight because it's hard to find, you know, just your normal family members that are going to be able to administer a private special needs trust and don't have that expertise and that advocacy that Disability Foundation can provide.
Absolutely. Sounds like, too, it takes a lot of stress off the
certainly
family,
does.
the fact
It does.
of figuring out how you're going to help support this family member going
Exactly.
forward if you were to try to include them in the
Absolutely.
will.
Absolutely.
So one more question for you. We're talking about how this can help alleviate stress, things like that. I would think that families with children with disabilities have tough decisions that they have to make
They do.
every day.
They do.
What are some of those tough decisions? And then again, how's the Disability Foundation, how can you guys help?
You know, I've worked with families families who have members who are disabled for many, many years, and they do have a lot of worries. But one of the large worries centers around who's going to be around to take care of my son, to pay for the extras for his life when I'm gone. They worry about that. Sometimes there's siblings and sometimes there's uncles and aunts, but they want to make sure that there's going to be some money there, some mechanism so that that person, their loved one, can be taken care of when they're gone and give them the extras. And that's what the pooled trust with the Disability Foundation can provide. This is a document that lives well beyond the donor's life. And it provides funds in the trust document that can be used to pay the dental bill for their son, or to have them go on a vacation, or to pay for the extra set of eyeglasses. All those things that he might not otherwise be able to have if mom and dad weren't paying for it. So the money is there. It's a simple process. There's just simply a representative that makes requests on behalf of the person with a disability, and that doesn't necessarily need to be an attorney, doesn't necessarily need to be a family member. It can be whoever the parents trust to make those requests on behalf of the individual, or whoever sets up the fund trusts when they're gone.
Is there anything else that people who are watching this video really need to know about the Disability Foundation?
I think, the biggest thing when it comes to special needs planning, and I think the biggest concerns that I hear from so many of my clients that have loved ones with special needs, is just knowing that you have options.
Yes.
That you're not stuck within some default, and unfortunately that's how it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully the law has started to catch up to what is best for these individuals, and so knowing that you have options, you don't have to disinherit people. There are still really wonderful ways to be able to provide for what you would want to have for that person in a way that's still going to be protective for them, and in a way that's still going to be administered by experts, where you're not necessarily having to worry about, well, now I have to become an expert in SSI or Medicaid or anything like that. That's what we're here for, is to do the tough stuff for you so that you can focus on your loved one and what they truly need.
And I would add, too, that I have received a lot of calls from people that we talk through what their need is. What is the situation?
Yeah.
We will help them sort that out. We may not be the place that they need to go to. They may need something different, and we will help them trying to find that alternative if it isn't what they need. Realize the trust is irrevocable. So it's very important when we start through this process, we will ask a lot of questions about what the challenges are the person with disabilities live with, how they expect to use the trust, what's going on, how the trust can benefit them, because we want to help manage that with them.
And we try to take that person-centered approach, so we're making
Exactly.
sure we know who we're working for and how
Absolutely.
we can ultimately enhance the benefits that they're receiving as much as we possibly can.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But we're available. You just have to give us a call, and we'll help sort it out for them before they ever sign anything.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll try and make sure it's the right thing for them.
Great. Thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you, Brittany.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Greg, so much. For those of you who are watching and are interested in a little bit more, you can visit the Dayton Foundation's website to learn a lot more about the Disability Foundation. The link will be below in the comments. Or if you have any questions that you'd like to ask Greg or Brittany, please leave those below and we'll make sure we get those to them. Thank you for watching and have a great day.